Today we are going to see about the shared responsibility model. The shared responsibility model is a framework that outlines the responsibilities of cloud service providers and cloud customers in securing and managing cloud-based resources. In general, the model divides responsibilities into two main categories: the cloud service provider's responsibility and the customer's responsibility. The cloud service provider is responsible for securing the underlying infrastructure, such as servers, storage, and networking, as well as ensuring the availability and reliability of the cloud services. They may also provide security features like firewalls, intrusion detection, and data encryption. On the other hand, the customer is responsible for securing their own data and applications that are stored and run on the cloud infrastructure. This includes managing access controls, configuring security settings, and monitoring for security threats and vulnerabilities. A real-time scenario where the shared responsibility model comes into play is when a company decides to move their customer data and applications to a cloud service provider like Amazon Web Services, AWS. In this case, AWS is responsible for securing the underlying infrastructure, such as the servers, storage, and network devices, as well as ensuring the availability and reliability of their cloud services. However, the company is responsible for securing their own data and applications that are stored and run on the AWS infrastructure. This includes configuring security settings for their applications, managing access controls to their data, and monitoring for security threats and vulnerabilities. By following the shared responsibility model, both AWS and the company can work together to ensure the security and availability of the company's cloud-based resources. Infrastructure as a Service (IaaS) model. In the IaaS model, the customer has control over the virtual machines, storage, and networking components, while the cloud service provider (CSP) is responsible for the underlying physical infrastructure, network, virtualization layer, and host operating system. This means that the customer has to manage and secure their applications, data, and operating system running on top of the virtual infrastructure provided by the CSP. Real-world example: an e-commerce company uses IaaS to host their website and store their customer data. They are responsible for securing their web applications, databases, and operating system patches, while the CSP is responsible for the underlying infrastructure and network. Platform as a Service (PaaS) model. In the PaaS model, the CSP provides a platform for the customer to develop, run, and manage their applications without worrying about the underlying infrastructure. The customer is responsible for securing their applications and data, while the CSP is responsible for the underlying platform and infrastructure. Real-world example: a software development team uses Paas to develop, test, and deploy their web applications without worrying about the underlying infrastructure. They are responsible for securing their applications and data, while the CSP is responsible for the underlying platform, such as the database, web server, and application server. Software as a Service (SaaS) model. In the SaaS model, the CSP provides a complete software application that is accessible to the customer over the internet. The CSP is responsible for the application and the underlying infrastructure, while the customer is responsible for securing their data and controlling access to it. Real-world example: a company uses a SaaS-based customer relationship management (CRM) system to manage their customer data. The CSP is responsible for the application and the underlying infrastructure, while the company is responsible for securing their customer data and controlling access to it. Thanks for watching.